Someone anonymous deeply cares for you romantically. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone anonymous deeply cares for you romantically. Somebody drop in the comments and say somebody loves me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say somebody loves me. Now, I know I have a side of my followers and people who are on the Rich Mentality program who are just waiting for me to speak about who hate us today. I know y'all waiting on me to speak on the enemies, and y'all are waiting on me to speak about who's trying to take advantage, etc., etc. Well, the reality is, y'all, these things are probable to happen. However, there's somebody who cares about you. And it is my job to express to y'all, to let you know that these things are also probable as well. To have a person to love you for who you are. To have a person who does not want to take advantage of you. To have a person who does not want to see you down bad, busted, and disgusted. These things are actually probable. So with that being said, y'all, it is time for us to open up our eyes. Somebody drop in the comments and say, open your eyes. All right? Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, open your eyes. Now, to those who love love and to those who want to speak about love and romance today, here we are, y'all. All right? I have to throw y'all a few bones a week. I'm sorry, y'all. A month. All right? But here we are. Let's go ahead and get directly into this. Now, as y'all can see, family, we are outside connected with nature. I know y'all see everything going on. We got dogs out, the birds chirping, waterfalls. Listen, y'all, we all out here getting to it. And I am sending nothing but happiness, love, prosperity, and peace to the family, okay? I need y'all to stay tuned in to the very end of this video so y'all can get everything that I'm about to tell you when it comes to a person, anonymous, right? This person who you would not have even thought of. It's always the people who we don't think of, right? Like God, for some reason, chooses to use a stranger over someone that we've been knowing our entire lives, right? Because guess what, y'all? If they were going to help us, they were going to help us already. If they were going to love us, they were going to love us already. If they were going to, pour into us, they were going to pour into us already. Reno, what are you saying? God is not sending a person who was already here because they would have already done it. He's sending someone who is a stranger, right? He's sending someone who is a stranger because you're going to be more susceptible to an unfamiliar face. You're going to be more susceptible to someone that you don't know as much, and you're going to be more open to a person who has something to tell you of value, right? This is why he uses strangers. It's more of a shock factor, all right? But with that being said, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's go ahead and do it, y'all. First thing is first. This is how you know someone anonymous, okay, deeply cares for you romantically. They initiate contact, all right? They initiate contact. Initiating contact is half of the battle, all right? You can't say somebody care for you. You can't say somebody love you. You can't say somebody want to take you on a date or would like for you to date them. You can't say any of these things if they are not initiating contact. Now, this right here is mainly for my ladies, okay? Because, of course, ladies, men are the lions, which means we are the ones who hunt. We hunting y'all down, all right? So we see something that we like. We see something that we deem as valuable. We see a woman who got those characteristics, right? She got that energy about herself, that character, whatever the case is, we are going to approach it, all right? As for my men, a way that a woman would initiate contact is by sending you a choosing signal, right? That's looking at you, that's giving you a subtle, anything subtle, right? Subtle flirt, a subtle look, anything that is indicating that she is interested, right? It could be even just something as simple as trying to get your attention, whether that is through perfume, whether that is through how she is choosing to talk to you, whether that is how she is choosing to maneuver around you, right? Y'all ever remember being in school and the girl who liked the guy or liked the young boy at that time, she always do the most. She may initiate contact through hitting him. She may initiate contact by picking at him. She may initiate contact by talking to him. She may initiate contact by telling her friends. Whatever the case is, she's going to find a way to initiate contact. But it is not natural nor normal for a woman to do the approaching. Men do the approaching. Point blank, period. All right? Men do the approaching. Now, sticking to the point, y'all. When this person is initiating contact, you want to be able to decipher the difference between a bad intention and a good intention. See, when people initiate contact, they're not always initiating contact because they love you. They want a future with you. They want to help you, build you, pour into you. Some people are initiating contact simply because they want to use you. And this is where you have to use your discernment in order to decipher the difference between the two. Somebody drop in the comments and say, use your discernment. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, use your discernment. This is what you have to do. Use your discernment. Why? Because everybody who initiate contact are not initiating it for the greater good. Okay? So, family, you have to imagine when a person step up into your world, when a person enter into your world, after you open up the door, you have to ask them or ask yourself, why are you here? Right? Why are you here? And once your discernment lets you know why, that's the one. That's the one. This person deeply cares for you romantically. Now, here's the thing, y'all. Maybe for your situation that you're in right now, maybe it's not romantically. Maybe God is sending a platonic relationship in your life, right? That person who was meant just to be a friend, to be a listening ear, to be a genuine person in your life, to be the shoulder that you can cry on, right? But by and large, y'all, this is what's going to happen. They are going to initiate contact. You know what, y'all? Where people go wrong at is they ignore the person who cares for them and love them, and they chase the person who don't care for them, love them, and who don't even know that they exist, right? I'm gonna give y'all two examples. Steve Harvey. Not Steve Harvey. I'm thinking about Steve Harvey. Maybe because I was watching Godfrey yesterday, and he was doing the Steve Harvey impression. But Steve Urkel, right? Steve Urkel. And the Chris Brown, not concerts, but the meet and greets. I'm gonna break them down for you. So Steve Urkel, he had a young lady who was chasing him down. She loved her some Steve Urkel. She was almost equivalent to him, but he did not even pay attention to her. He wanted Laura. He wanted Laura. You know why he wanted Laura? Because Laura was who he chose. The problem is he chose and he's choosing somebody who's not choose him, who did not choose him, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, choose who choose you. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, choose who choose you, okay? But with that being said, y'all, that's one example. Second example, the Chris Brown meet and greets, right? Now, here's my opinion on this. If a woman is single, have fun. Go to the Chris Brown meet and greet. Go to the Usher concert. Who cares? All right? Who cares? However, when you're talking about married women and women or women who are in relationships and they're disrespecting their men for another man who did not even choose them. You chose him. You paid to go to that Usher concert. You paid to go to that Chris Brown meet and greet. So at the end of the day, you the fool. He just doing business. Congratulations on messing up your relationship. See, what I'm saying is, y'all, is a lot of times in this world, we choose people who don't choose us, and we mess over a lifetime decision. We mess over a lifetime partner. This happens throughout life. They did not initiate contact with you. You initiated contact with them. Understand what I'm saying, y'all. Okay? Make sense of what I'm saying? Y'all drop in the comments and let me know. But you have to pay attention to who's initiating contact with you. For my ladies, men are going to approach you. For my men, a woman will give you some type of signal that she's initiating contact. Like I said, it is more natural for a man to approach a woman. But it does not mean that that woman cannot send you that signal to let you know that, hey, I am initiating contact with you. All right? Number 2, y'all. It's going to be this right here, family. They fight for you in private. This is big. This is major. They fight for you in private. This is big. This is major. Reno, what are you saying right now? It's not about what a person does in front of you. It is about what they do behind you. All right? I say this a lot. It is about integrity. Somebody drop in the comments and say, check your integrity. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, check your integrity. It is about your integrity. A lot of people don't have it. See, I look at it like this. Let's just say my job is at stake. My job is on the line. And I have a friend who's in position who can have a say-so. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking at this kid in this water in this lake. This is crazy. Right, my bad. I ain't mean to interrupt the video, y'all. I just couldn't not say anything. And look at this young boy in this pond literally playing with the fishes. All right, whatever. But anyway, y'all, you cannot expect for a person to be in position. Like, yo, let's just say you have a friend or somebody who's you are connected to or close to. If they are in position and they have like an influence on the decision that can be made, and let's just say you are out here and you are a great worker, but for some reason they are looking at it like, hey man, we got to get rid of him. I would expect for my friend, for my homie, or whoever it is that is in position who can push the button or at least influence it to fight for me in private. I would expect that. At the end of the day, I get it. People are not obligated. People are not entitled. I understand it. However, if a person fight for you behind your back, that is a clear indication that there's no question that they would in front of your face. I don't care about what you're doing in front of my face. No. I care about what you do behind my back. So sticking to the point, y'all, before I brutally interrupted my point, what I'm saying is that when you fight for someone in private, that says a lot about yourself. It says a lot about them. It says no matter how you feel about my person, they're still worthy. It says no matter how much hate you have towards my friend, my future spouse, they are worthy and they are deserving of my loyalty behind their back. All right? Again, y'all, an enemy of my enemy will always be my friend. I'm going to say it once again. An enemy of my enemy will always be my friend. Why? Because those who conjoin groups with your enemies, those who indulge with your enemy are not your friend. So an enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine. However, I'm not saying that I am encouraging those to dislike people who ways I dislike, or dislike people who habits I dislike, right? At the end of the day, we all have our own mind. But the point is, y'all, is that if They're fighting for you behind your back. They will fight for you in front of your face. And they won't even think twice about it. These are things that the person, the people who care about you romantically are going to do. Right? If a person can change how you feel about me just with one little false statement, one false accusation, you was never for me. If somebody can tell you something about me and you listen to it, you know what? I don't even care about the person who told you. My issue is with you. Why did you believe it? Why or how could you allow yourself to be such a fool? I'm just saying, y'all. Number 3, it's going to be this right here, family. They listen to you, all right? They listen to you. You know, y'all, communication is very important, but I learned that listening is much more important. You have to listen to your spouse. You have to listen to your friends. You have to listen to your family. You have to listen just to be considered a good person, period. If anytime someone is talking and you turn around and look around, no one else is talking, but it's only you, that means that you're not listening. You are a speaker. You are a talker. You are a doer. It is best to listen. Even in the scripture, y'all, it says a fool utters all of his mind, right? But a wise man keep it all in until afterwards. You know, you want to listen. So this person who is anonymous, they're going to listen. They're going to pay attention to you. That means they will listen to you from afar. They will listen to you up close. They will listen to your social media content. They will listen to you because what they're doing is showing you that I am attentive to you. I pay attention to you. I care about you. See, if you want to know if a person cares about you, talk to them and then ask them, give them a pop quiz on everything you ask them. They go, what? Yeah, that. Y'all ever seen White Chicks? I'm sure y'all seen it, but White Chicks, y'all, and when Marlon Wayans had came back in from the force, and he came back in to his wife, and she was talking his head off. I'm talking about she was talking his head off, and he was so tired to where he couldn't listen to her. Now, he had a legitimate reason for why he could not listen to her, but the point is that, hey, he wasn't listening to her. When a person does not listen to you, that is a clear indication that they don't care about you. A person who listens to you, they see themselves in your future. They see themselves having a future with you. They see themselves building with you. You have to listen in order to move forward. Why y'all think the song by Beyonce, Listen, got so big? Listen, I am alone in my own home. You gotta listen. When you listen, that makes a person feel like they are a part of you and you are a part of them. You are taking them serious, therefore they will take you serious, right? And I would say this is where a lot of men go wrong, not listening to their woman, and this is where a lot of women go wrong, not listening to their man. You gotta listen, right? Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Listen, okay? Listen. Number 4, y'all, you melt their soul. You melt their soul, y'all. You know, I told myself after my marriage, or you can say divorce, whatever, I said the only woman I'm dealing with is a woman who has high interest in me. I promise you. I don't deal with no woman who don't have a high interest in me, right? It's not to say I'm conceited, narcissistic, or I'm selfish, but I realize that when you choose a person who didn't choose you, you're going to have bad luck. Things are not going to go right. Number 1, they're not going to listen to you. Number 2, you're not going to be as important to them. And number 3, it is much easier for them to stray away. Point blank, period. So if she don't have high interest, I'm not even interested, right? I'm talking about from being attracted to me. I'm talking about from being attracted to my soul, my spirit, my mind, my ideas. Like, I like high interest, as I will give to her. However, if it's not high interest, I just don't want it. And so going right back to yourself, when you melt a person's soul, that means they have high interest. You want, when your woman get into your arms, or that anonymous person come into your arms, you want for them to melt, right? It's like when you hug them, they body just melt. You know, when they see you, they just like a dog wagging their tail. They a kid saying, "Oh, we finna go to Chuck E. Cheese." You know, when you was a child and you seen your daddy or you seen your mama, you were just so happy. I know for me, y'all, I used to be playing in the dirt. I see my mama car, but I'm already doing the moonwalk out of the babysitter's house, diving into my mama's car. She melted my soul as a kid, right? And so this is what you want. You want to be with a person whose soul melts whenever you touch them. Okay? If you melt their soul, y'all, this person cares for you romantically. Pay attention to who pays attention to whenever you're talking. Pay attention to who just smile at you with their eyes and they just smile at you with their soul. Pay attention. That is a clear indication that you are melting their soul. Pay attention to who just, they hold your hand, they're very affectionate, they pay attention, they touch your back. You're melting their soul. This is what you want when you're talking about having a long-term romantic partner. Point blank, period. The last thing, y'all, is going to be number 5, subtle flirting, okay? Subtle flirting. And subtle flirting is, it's not the over-the-top flirting. For instance, Rodney, you sure looking good today. You know, Keisha, ooh, girl, you got a bump in your trunk. That's just straight overbearing flirting, right? But pay attention to the woman who says, "Hey, how you doing, Rodney? I see you got a new pair of shoes on today." It can come off as, she don't really like me, she just like my shoes. Or it also can come off as, if you pay attention, okay, she paying attention to the kid. All right, cool. You see what I'm saying? Subtle flirting is when he says, "I like when you wear that hairstyle, Keisha." You know, or why you changed the other hairstyle? He's paying attention to you. You follow what I'm saying? Instead of saying, "Ooh, girl, you know you looking good in them jeans." Come on, huh? I understand it, and it may grind your gears or get you excited for the moment, but that's not necessarily what you really want. He's lusting, she's lusting. You want a person who pay attention to you, and they see so many of your mistakes, flaws, gifts, talents. They see so many of your blemishes. They see the bump that's on your eye. You want a person who see you. You want a person who see everything about you, who see you, the imperfect man, the imperfect woman, the superhero, the Clark Kent, the regular person. You want them to see everything about you. And so, going right back to it, y'all, it is subtle flirting that you want to pay attention to, right? They don't want to make it too obvious. Maybe they don't want to embarrass you or embarrass themselves, but they still do enough to let you know that, hey, I'm here. I pay attention to you. Hey, remember that orange you said you wanted? Here it is. The small things. Now, obviously, y'all, I'm not talking about weirdos and people who've been stalking you and they know for a fact that you're not interested. I'm not talking about the weird people, y'all. I'm talking about the people who they know that there's a possible chance with you and you've given them that energy. Not somebody you done say, "Oh, get away from me," and he's coming back with an orange, or he coming back talking about, "Can we go on a date?" It's crazy. You need to call 911. But the point is, y'all, subtle flirting is a clear indication that this person, who is anonymous, cares for you romantically, all right? But with that being said, y'all, that's going to be today's video. As we conclude this video, y'all already know what it is. Let me go ahead and do a quick recap, too. Number 1, y'all, they will initiate contact. Number 2, they're going to fight for you in private. Number 3, they listen to you. Number 4, you melt their soul. And number 5, y'all, subtle flirting, all right? Subtle flirting. With that being said, family, y'all already know how we do. If you would like to purchase any one of my Yes Sir t-shirts, get a Yes Sir hoodie, okay? Get one of my books, enroll into my social influence course, all right? Or book a one-on-one session with me. You can do so by hitting the link in my description as well as on my YouTube channel. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.